Welcome back to Out Loud with your girl, Claudia Jordan. Now, my next guests have combined their talents on an exciting new BET Plus film called Never and Again. Please welcome my peeps, Jackie Long, Denise Boutte, Lazrael Lison, and MasterP with every product he made this year. What's going on, everybody?
Yes.
What's up? Hello. How's everybody feeling tonight?
Good.
Good to see everybody. Good to see y'all. Jackie and Denise, y'all been on before. So, and Lazrael, nice to meet you. MasterP, we go way back. We worked, and we're gonna talk about what we worked on before. But MasterP, you got all those snacks around you and all those products because you're making your own everything. But your dedication to fitness is really no joke. So let's check this out real quick. Okay, we have a clip somewhere.
We're still going. Keep pushing yourself. You don't work, you don't eat. Keep putting that work in, you're going to get results. It's called consistency.
I just got on a scale today and I was very disgusted at what I saw. So what's your motivation to keep going and to work out?
Well, health is wealth. People don't realize you can have all the money in the world. You don't have health, you broke. So health is wealth. You got to put your trust and faith in God. And just like this film, Never and Again, it's just a great movie. And when you talk about relationships and everybody that been through something, and everybody say they never gonna do something and end up doing it again. So, you know, with me, I feel like if you don't have health, you don't have nothing. So that's basically what it is. And no matter, you know, we all get older. We all, like you say, you feel like you put a couple pounds on. How do you get rid of it? You got to put the work in.
It's just so hard to get up off the couch during these times. The motivation it's really hard. And then when you get depressed, you're like, well, let me make another apple pie and then eat some more.
Why you gotta be depressed? You don't need to be depressed.
It's not really depression. It's really boredom. I'm actually happy. I'm just bored as hell. You know what I mean? Like we used to have events to go to or auditions, whatever. And it's TV, it's food.
Claudia, stop playing. I know somebody there taking care of you at that house, so stop playing. You're not that bored. I know you're not that bored.
But there's 24 hours in the day.
Listen to what I just said.
I heard you. Anyways, Jackie.
You see she laughing, right? She knows she's playing. Jack, Never and Again.
We're going to get into that. Jackie.
Hey, I love P.
Jackie, I know. He's hilarious. I forgot about
No, she doing a whole lot. Ain't she P at that house?
That's what I'm saying.
She played it off tonight on the show. That's what it is.
So I just gotta just be doing that 24 hours, like just
no, not 24 hours.
I mean, how much?
23 hours.
Oh my goodness! First of all, the way these knees and this hip is set up, he already talked about getting old. Anyways, can I interview you?
Go ahead.
Yes, MasterP.
Claudia, stop playing. That's the only thing I'm gonna tell you. And Jackie, Jackie, before we go on, Claudia, she my friend, but I was mad at her because she hooked me up with the dude with that last movie we did, and I put up all the money, and he ran off. He ain't had nothing, right?
You already want to talk about that movie.
No. We should talk about that. And so I'm glad we're talking about that because he did that. I want to talk to you about that because he scammed all of us. He scammed me too. I introduced y'all. Y'all did that other project. Then y'all did another one after the project I did with y'all.
Yeah.
And then he took your money, and he was a con artist. He's down here in Dallas. And I have been trying to find him actually.
Say his name on the camera. Say his name on the show.
His name is Tony White.
Yeah.
That's his name.
That's crazy. Because Jackie, think about it, right? I ain't had nothing to do with it. I'm like, Claudia, Claudia asked me to help him out. And I'm like, okay.
Well, he wanted to cast you in the first one and your son. And then you guys did another project that had nothing to do with it. Yeah. And I wish you would have hit me between the first one and the second one because by then it was too late.
But you know what? That's what's so amazing about this project that we just did.
Right.
We're doing the right thing. We're doing it the right way. And, you got to look out for that in Hollywood. Like, people don't realize that a lot of people say they doing things and they not who they are. Exactly. And, I mean, Claudia, I almost turned back into the old me. You know what I'm saying? I took a couple deep breaths and took some, just like Claudia,
I know, because I called you one time to talk about it. You got mad at me. You hung up.
Yeah.
But he scammed all of us. He owes me money too, but of course, you put money up.
Yeah.
But that goes to show you that even people that have 20 years in this business can still get scammed by these people that don't have the right intentions.
I need a check.
He did that to all of us.
I need a check, Claudia.
Who? He owes me money too. He scammed all of us.
It's all
good.
Well,
Jackie.
I'm in Dallas if y'all.
Jackie, you know what it took for me. I'm going the right direction. I almost went back. And I was like, you know what? But let me tell y'all something was good about that, right? Now when people say why you don't mess with certain people, then they know why. You really have to do your research before you get in business with somebody.
Yeah.
So, and it's sad because they got some great talent out there that you want to help. But when you find people like that, and what we was able to do, move on and do this great project and have a great cast and a great crew and just a whole great team of good people. And that's what this is about. And I think that's what God keep pushing us, and we got to keep pushing ourselves. And like Claudia said, you got to do the research. You can't just think that, you got a great cast and you're going to put your money up and it's going to be a great movie.
True.
Well, in this business, a lot, and we all can probably attest to this, there's a lot of people who can say the right thing.
Yeah.
And this business is based on relationships, and you don't even know that someone's using you to get to somebody else to get to a bigger bag. And I think that happens all the time. So I'll apologize for even introducing you, because I was fooled too. I thought he was solid, and we did many things that he just made me look crazy with a couple people. I said, don't mess up my connects with people. And it
and we was doing it, and that movie was going good. That movie was going real good. I mean, we had choreographers teaching us the action. I mean, everything was going good. And we didn't even finish a great thing, man.
Well, you know what, y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all something about that movie. What it did, it forced us to be better.
Yep.
And even through our failure, we was able to fall, catch ourselves, keep moving, keep doing stuff. And you know what? We probably would have spent more money with this guy, but I'm glad that we cut it off right there at where it was at. Move on. We got great people. We network. We still got great relationships. And when you don't have no integrity, it's going to show. It don't matter what hood you come from or what you've been through. I'm talking about integrity. And that's what you got to have to be successful.
And before we move on, because we're not going to dedicate this whole show to him because what he did was wrong. Tony White, I'm putting you on blast because it is you who did this. A, give the money back. B, apologize. Or C, take accountability. Stop running from all of us who blew up your phone. And the sad thing about this brother, it's a Black man. And he actually has some really good ideas. That's why he was able to get MasterP on board, Jackie Long on board, myself, a lot of people on board. He had some good ideas, but on the back end, the business wasn't correct. And I feel like, people be wasting how close they get, their proximity to greatness. Like he could have done some great things had he not tried to get the temporary bag. He could have had the long bag. And that's all we're going to say about him because he knows what it is. Okay? Well,
like I say, pigeons don't get nothing but bird seeds. It's bigger than that. So they could have a bird seed. We have to something else. So this movie, Never End Again, I want y'all to know this is exciting. This is a great project on BET Plus, Amazon. We got a great crew. We got a great cast, a great director. And me and Romeo executive produced this project. And this is only one of many. So with this crew right here, with Denise and Jackie, they did an incredible job. And this is only the beginning with projects that look like us, financed by us, created by us, and it's just going to keep moving and moving and moving from here.
And we're definitely going to get into that movie. We're going to take a break in a minute, but before we go to break, sorry, Denise, we had to get some business.
Girl, it's all good.
Lazrael,
you got to release.
I'm glad because I really felt bad about that. Like, no. I'm glad we had this conversation. So Denise, you're a Louisiana native, and Creole cuisine is your thing. Did you cook at the Fat Tuesday feast this week?
No, in fact, it's so sad because we didn't have a real Mardi Gras. It's so sad. But no, my husband and daughter, is that the Fat Tuesday you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, and I stayed here in Los Angeles because my husband and daughter are stranded out there because it's completely iced over. And I'm here, girl, living it up to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? I have to pretend that I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sad because they're still there. But I'm like, Mama got the days off.
That's hilarious. So it's like,
yes. So I'm rejuvenating, playing catch up, and all that other fun stuff. So yeah, it's good to have time away. I think.
And it's always good to see you. Like I said, you always are flawless every single time.
I can't be on here looking busted if I'm going to be with you.
And you don't.
Honestly.
Now, Lazrael, we are going to get to you right after this quick break. We're going to take a quick break, but I want to talk about your romantic film debuted on Valentine's Day and outside of work. I want to ask you about how creative you have to get alone time with your wife. We're taking a quick break. We'll be back with more Out Loud on Fox Soul when we return. Welcome back to Out Loud on Fox Soul. Woo, that was a good first half. Now listen, Lazrael, before we went to break, I talked about your romantic film debuted on Valentine's Day. And outside of work, how creative do you have to be to get some alone time with your wife, being so busy and with everything that's going on?
How creative I have to be?
Yes.
You
got the babies.
Man, I got two. I got a twins. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting better about that. I got to do better about because my escape. I love to write. And all that stuff. So every now and then we'll go out to dinner, have the nanny with the kids, and I don't do it enough, but we try to be a little creative.
Okay. All right. Well, MasterP, you released your first studio album. It's been 30 years ago last week, which is crazy that much time. Just talking with Sean Paul before this, we're like amazed that didn't it feel like we was all just in our 20s and 30s like a minute ago?
I remember you being in my video, and I'm like, time is moving, right?
Yeah, real love. Hey. Can I say something real funny? What? There was a part in the song where it was about the girl having nice toes and a manicure pedicure, and my toes are jacked up because of my years of running track, and you were like, nah, we can't do that. So we changed that shot and then
oh God, Claudia, yep. Claudia, my husband says he loves me ankles up, so I feel your pain. I feel your pain.
No, when I wasn't saying that, Jackie, y'all laughing. I didn't want her to be mad at me if I put that video out like
that. We keep from the ankles up. That's okay.
Tony, you already know you look good, so you didn't have to worry about that.
They don't even get to the feet. See, they stay here. They don't even get down to the feet. See?
Why there's too much pressure.
Nobody would have never knew that, Claudia. You would have never said that.
Would have never said that. I would have never knew.
Listen, I'm not ashamed. And I'm so glad my girl here has the same issue. We keep ankles up. We good. So Pete, how do you feel about it being 30 years? Like, does it feel surreal to you and to know the kind of empire you have now?
Yeah,
like,
you know what?
You got all the products there. I love.
Well, you know what? People don't realize that if you do the right thing, you will get older, especially where we come from. And like you're saying, it's about growth, it's about getting better. Even the last situation we talked about, like we would have handled things a lot different. But when you grow and you get wiser, and it comes with experience. So I just think that it's a blessing to get older and to say, you know what, I'm here, I'm alive, I can do my own biopic movie. The documentary was incredible, the No Limit, and now the MasterP King of the South Ice Cream Man movie is coming, and we're alive to be able to do this. I just want young people out there to say, stop wanting to die young and all this other negative stuff you're speaking. Like, let's get older and wiser and share some of this. Well, when you look right now, we went from Hootie Hoos to Song to Hootie Hoos cereals, and product outweighs talent. This product gonna be here when I'm not here. This the Uncle Pete pancakes. And when you talk about that, I mean, you seen the mockery they did of Aunt Jemima, and we didn't own it. That's been around for 130 years. We can't be in the entertainment business for 130 years, but we could have product on these shelves for 130 years and more and pass that generation of wealth down to our family. So I think it's a blessing. To be honest with you, I was around when Tupac, Biggie Small, all those guys not here. They didn't get a chance to see the end of the movie. I get a chance to see it, and it's just a blessing to be able to enjoy this with my kids, with my loved ones. And I think that's what it's about.
And you've always been ahead of the curve from producing movies.
Yes.
I mean, just your own financing and just putting them out every couple of weeks and amassing like a lot of money from that. Lazrael, let's get into the movie. I want to talk about what inspired your film, Never and Again, and how did the collaboration with MasterP come about?
Basically what inspired the film was I wanted to do something on, I've always wanted to do a film like this, and it just so happened I have a background as far as playing football, so that kind of like was very familiar territory for me. And then I just want to do something on love. I want to do something on love that consisted of no politics, no racial discussions, just something that was more universal. And then, you know, the relationship with P was like, you know, we had the idea, you know, I had a mutual friend that so happened P had a chance to look at the project, and all P said was like, I love the project, and if I'm gonna get on board it has to be done right. So that's what the pressure that he put on us when P came to the set. You know, the first day, you know, I knew he was satisfied because, you know, he hung around, he shook his head, he didn't say much, but, you know, we showed him the dailies, he was very happy with it, and he just said he wanted to be done right. Nice. And that's what, you know, so the project came out to be what it is.
Well, Jackie, I want to get into your character. You always light up the screen. Tell us about your character and his quest for love in Never and Again.
Before I answer this, I gotta ask Pete. Pete, can we do the actor audition and you put me on a rap snack, the act snack or something? Can I get my face on the actor snack? We can put the Cicely Tyson's on there, the Big D-Bones. Can I get a rap snack on the cover? Man, that's all I'm asking, Pete. I don't ask for nothing.
I got you, Jackie, bro. I got you, man.
Act snack, that's a cute idea.
Say no more. How was it doing? But you asked me the question again, Claudia.
Tell me about your character and his quest for love and Never and Again. He was trying to get the love on. Man,
Kevin it's a coming of age movie. First of all, when Kevin was younger, he was I'm gonna call him a sucker, and it was, you know, I'm gonna say he was a sucker. When you got something in your face, and you know it's especially a beautiful woman, but at the time they was young, and you know this is a girl that you can probably see in your future, and you tell her all these good things when she's by yourself, but then when you're around your friends, you act different. You know, and that's how Kevin was when he was younger. When he was with this girl, he liked this girl a lot, and he would give her the world. But when his friends would come around, it was like he don't know the girl, she's not attracted to him. But deep down, he really loved this girl, and they really had something going on. And I just think it was something that when you was a kid, if somebody broke your heart, and you're a kid, your parents move on to a different state or a country or something, and you leave the person who you grew up with, and you can't, you know, do nothing about it because you're a kid. Mm-hmm. But when you get grown and you move your separate ways, like in this movie, her father her father ended up passing, or was it the mother or the father? I can't, you know, even though I'm in the movie. But
mom.
The mom. Yeah, the mom ended up passing, and she leaves me, and all she wanted me to do was just be there. Like, she called me just to be there for her. And that's all it took was me to be there, and I couldn't even be there for her. So it's like, once we get older, it's like, if you get a shot again, don't mess up that opportunity. If you ever get this girl again in your life, don't leave her, don't mess up, and don't let your friends be the judge of your life. So, you know, I think this was a great movie to tell that story about.
We have a clip we're going to play in the next. We have to take a last quick break. Denise, I want to talk to you about your character and play a clip of the movie. We'll be back with more Out Loud on Fox Soul when we return. Back to Out Loud on Fox Soul. We done came up with another business that we need MasterP to finance and put together, but we're going to talk about that later. We have a clip of Never and Again, and here it is.
Kevin? Wiley, guess who I ran into today? The one I went to high school with, she sang in the church.
Oh, Janisha.
No.
Long time.
Just wanted to tell you I'm sorry.
After all these years, that's all you got to say is sorry? Kev, I thought you had my back.
She's a married woman. This is now a dangerous game you're playing.
You ain't got nothing going for you.
When she breaks your heart, I will be right here to pick up the pieces.
There's some things in life we can't take back.
Okay, Denise, now you play the role of a beautiful woman that Jackie wants to be with. Tell us how you end up in this love triangle and how was it keeping a straight face in some of the serious scenes with Jackie?
That's the problem. That's the problem. There were so many emotional scenes, and as soon as Laz like yelled, "Cut! Here go Jackie." It's like, dude, I had to go in the corner and seclude myself and come back because this dude here. And that was the fun part. This set was so fun. You felt comfortable. You felt safe, because some of the scenes get a little, excitable, but it was just an awesome, situation. I'd worked with Jackie, I'd worked with Christian before, so there was a comfort level there. And so when you trust the other actor, you basically take that script, you throw it to the side, and you're reacting. You know what I'm saying? That's what acting is, just, reacting truthfully to the person on the opposite side of you. Do the work. But then that's pretty much what it is. So for me, that's a safe place and feels good to me because I'm really reserved normally and censor what I say and what I do. But whenever I'm on set, it's like I can live vicariously through someone else and not have any consequence.
That makes sense.
It's fun.
No, I said it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And I have never seen you let your hair down like that. So when this quarantine's over, I'm gonna come take you out. We're gonna hang out with our bad feet.
I would love to. I would love to. But yeah, so it was fun. I mean, the point of it is life happens. You know what I'm saying? Stuff happens. And sometimes you get older and you think there's things that are going to fill that void if you've never dealt with stuff in the past, deep wounds in the past. And, I said she had the car, she had the job, she had the fine ass husband, she had the house, but there was still something missing. You know what I'm saying? And so when Kevin comes back into her life, as much as she tries to push him away, it's all about forgiveness, but it's hard. You know what I'm saying? If you've never dealt with that beforehand, it's very, very hard to put your guard down. And again, chick already had a relationship, so she was trying to do the right thing. But sometimes, emotion and somebody connecting with your spirit is a hell of a lot stronger.
Well, we're not going to give the rest of the movie away. We want everyone to watch Never End Again. Before we go, Lazrael, I want you to answer this last question. What do you want women and men to take away from this love story?
I want people to take, don't sweat the small stuff. Forgiveness, love. Maybe if you and your spouse into it over just little stuff, just talk about it, and because sometimes the grass, oftentimes the grass ain't greener on the other side. So maybe, a little bit of forgiveness and love and enjoy the movie on BET Plus and Amazon.
Well, I appreciate y'all being here. I hope everyone checks out the film. I hope everybody buys all 1,000 of MasterP's products because he ain't gonna stop, and we're gonna continue to support you, MasterP. 30 years.
They can't beat us. They might as well join us, Claudia. That's it.
They can't beat us, join.
You know what? And you know what? You were way ahead of the curve. You really were with making your own product. You really were. And I don't think enough people say that out loud. So we're gonna say it here on Out Loud on Fox.
Hey, I just want a souvenir of everything. Please, just give me one sample.
A goodie bag.
The chips, the dip. I want the pickles. I want all. I'm a size 12, P.
Oh my God. 12, baby. I want to thank Jackie Long.
That's where I'm at.
I want to
How do you work with him?
I want to thank Jackie Long, Denise Boutte, Lazrael Lison, MasterP, and Sean Paul. Great show. Thank you, everybody, for watching us on the Fox Soul mobile app.